Morning. I hope you enjoyed the new intro. Just mixing some things up, fooling around. Let me know in the comments if you did or you didn't. Either way, let me know what you think. Yeah. Speaking of changing things up, it's been a long time since, well, I've just sat around on a Wednesday and not either done, some history or shenanigans or something of that sort. And it's been a long time since I've rambled. And today we're going to ramble about something I absolutely, really, truly know nothing about, and that's pipes and tobacco. And, well, I say that because I'm a greenhorn and, well, I wear the shirt proudly. Yeah. I've only been smoking a pipe for about 8 months, 7 months, something like that. Pretty close to eight, I think. And St. David asked, a while back, St. David's Pipes, yes, is this a hobby or a lifestyle? And at the time, I answered him back and I said, well, this is a hobby for me. And the more I've went along, the more tobacco I've ordered, the more videos I've watched from my YouTube brethren, and I kind of hooked. I'm hooked, especially the more history I do on pipe smoking or the people. Um, so I would not say it's a lifestyle for me. I mean, I probably smoke 4 or 5 times a week. My hardest time is when I start watching everybody else's videos on the YTPC, and I'm sitting there, I'm thinking, okay, I'm not going to smoke anything today, and the next thing I know, I got a pipe out and I'm sorting through tobacco, and then I'm puffing away watching you guys. So that inspires me, and so I would say, like, if you had a scale going like this, and over here is like lifestyle, I'm about right here, and this over here, this is just a hobby, but I'm getting there. I'm working on it. I'm also working on trying to try new things. Obviously, as you know, I like aromatics, and I like. I mean, you can call them dessert. I call them dessert, and it's obvious I like a little dessert. Um, yeah. So with that being said, maybe I'll show you a little bit of my pipes here. And first thing we should do before we do that as well, we should load one of these suckers up. This is my Rogers, and it's one of my favorite pipes. I take it traveling with me, um, and if I'm outside just relaxing, just one of them days. It's a day pipe for me. Um, and it's got a big bowl, and I believe I learned one thing. I think this is a pot bowl, and I'm probably wrong about that. Not the kind of pipe you're thinking about. I said no shenanigans and tomfoolery today to myself, and by God, we're not going to do it. So with that being said, let's pick out a tobacco here. Well, I'm just going to go with this because uh, it's one of the newer blends I bought, and I love Parnassus on wheels, and I love the Haunted Bookshop by Christopher Morley. And, well, I love Pegasus. Yes, love him in the books. And, well, love him right here with some tobacco. So, first of all, I guess if we're going to talk about pipes and tobacco, better get a pipe load. And this is how I load my pipe right here. Yeah. I'm not too careful about it. I just kind of do it. Um, I've heard you're supposed to take 3 pinches and you got to pack them in 3 different layers. The bottom a little looser, the top a little tighter. I don't know. I've got to the point where I know if it's too tight, I guess. Not that I don't fail every now and then and have to repack a bowl, but which will probably happen today since I'm filming. But that's how I do it usually. And then I use this lighter. Now, I know a lot of you guys are going, you can't use those lighters, but, well, I can, and I do. So, just got a hit of that sweetness that Haunted Bookshop doesn't have. And I did mix up a blend of the Haunted Pirate Ship, too, on the recommendation of Pipe Ninja, and I got my tobacco from the Pipe Nook and Eddie Gray. And I will say this, I like it. I don't want to smoke it a lot. And I've got plenty to last me a while, as well as I do with the Haunted Bookshop. But they're good. I like them, and as I go along, I'm starting to learn different types of tobaccos rather than just eating dessert. Um, I don't have a palate and I don't have the nostrils like some of you guys have. I can't sit there and pick out every room note right down to the daisies that are in it. But you know, I am learning more, and I'm trying to read up more on the tobaccos. And there's so many Orientals, like Batavia, I can't even pronounce the word. And there's Burleys, which obviously it says it all right there. I am learning quite a bit about the Cavendishes. Really interests me. But there's all kinds of different stuff. One of my favorite blends is it's called Jamaican Villager, and it's a Jamaican tobacco, and it's cheap and it's very good. I like it. It's got a great rim note, and it's pretty tasty. It stopped with something. I don't know what it is, but it stopped with something. Like I said, I can't pick out everything, but rambling on here. Better have some tea because my whistle gets dry. Salute. And anyway, and yes, I do own a pipe tamper. And speaking of pipe tampers, we give the Pipe Shed a subscription and get a pipe tamper from them. They look really cool. I ordered one, handmade. Help one of our YTPC brethren out. Yeah. So anyway, into my pipes. I've got my cobs. One of my favorite new pipes is the pipe I won in the golf from Flat Gap Piper during Pipe Week, and I've got this Brylon pipe, and I've got this great wormwood Jamaican pipe that a friend brought me back from Jamaica. I've got the Volani that I bought for a mere $8 because I Googled it, and it was one of the third or fourth pipe I bought. And oh wow, this is worth a little bit more than that, I think. I will be honest; they all have a bow in their stem, and I'm just not a big fan of that. Pretty much like my pipe straight, and I will say this, just like the cherry cobbler one here. Yeah, I just recently purchased cherry cobbler one. No, that's why I like to smoke in it. This is the little Devil Cuddy. Wow. Uh-huh. Maybe there's, I don't, pot bowl. No, never mind. Shenanigans and tomfoolery ain't happening around here today. I will say this about rotation, too. Since I have the cherry cobbler in my hand, I pick my pipe out by the mood I'm in. Here's one obvious thing. I'm feeling kind of like, let's get the party on, or I'm grooving like SoCal Piper. I get the K Woody out and try to be, a little bit more, well, shall I say, styling and profiling. But yeah, I like that pipe. It's kind of like this one, and it travels with me every once in a while just because I like the feel of it. But I said, when I pick out a pipe, I don't pick out a pipe because, I'm smoking this tobacco or I need to put this in the rotation. I'll be honest with you. I break a lot of etiquette. And one of them I've heard is you can't smoke the same pipe twice in the same day. Well, I've done that 3 or 4 times with the same pipe. So leave a comment below and tell me if you do or don't. Yeah, but I am going to say this. The cherry cobbler that I purchased is going to go in this little devil, and we're going to do an experiment for a while, and that's all I'm going to smoke in this. And I'm going to try to see if there's a difference between maybe I should rotate my pipes and tobaccos or not. So, that being said, putting this little guy back in his proper place, which, by the way, I don't have a fancy pipe stand. That's some old fence from the yard. Put some screws in it, took a spade bit, drilled some holes. I didn't measure anything. So, yeah. And I'll be honest, most of my pipes, like I said, they're estate sale pipes, or, most of my cobs are new. And I love a good cob. There's another thing I should bring up. This should really be called a hoot and a cob most of the time because I smoke my cobs a lot. Oh, Pegasus, oh, Pegasus. The other thing, maybe I mentioned this earlier. Does anybody else, when they get their tobacco out, do they shake their jars up I do, because I think it just pops the flavor, the smell and the flavor a little bit more. Maybe, I don't know. Am I wrong? If you do, leave a comment. If you don't, leave a comment as well. I got broad shoulders. I can take it. Plus, I'm a greenhorn. So I've got some, quite a few different tobaccos. I got some Edward G. Robinson. I've got Captain Black, which I love. I got the Captain Black Platinum as well. Some on a bookshop. I've got some Country Squire Cowboy Coffee, which I'm gonna say I'm kind of partial to. I got some Peterson Early Morning Pipe. Um, Altogether, I think I've smoked 22 different blends. How do I know this, you ask? Well, this little jar right here, I call my pub mix, and it was started on 11/8/2022, and that's exactly the date when I started smoking a pipe. So shake it up a little bit. I don't know. It smells like tobacco, but anyway, there's 22 different blends in it. Of every blend I've smoked, when I get them out of the pouch or tin, when they're delivered to me, or I purchase them, the spillage, putting them in the jar, and maybe an extra pinch to go along with that, gets put in this jar. I've smoked this jar down about a quarter, 3/4 down before. It's pretty full right now, so it's hard to tell what blends are still rolling around in there. But I will say this: it doesn't just smell like tobacco. I'm gonna do my best here. It's got somewhat of a cherry smell, a flowery smell, a little grassy, a little leather. Um, and I know St. David's Pipes and Greg at the Tunnel Take, I bought some, I think it was Country Squire or whatever, which was basically the floor shavings, or what we like to call in the butcher industry the ears, eyeballs, and intestines. And then they put that and make a hot dog out of it. But I got some flack for that, but you know what? I'm okay with it because it really didn't smoke it too bad. It was cheap, and I'm a cheap guy. But the pub mix, then I just do this. I don't know why. It's kind of an experiment. I like doing it. We'll see how many blends someday we can get into it. Plus, it helps me keep track because I write it down of, how many blends I got rolling in that thing. I have to get a bigger jar someday. Wow, we're running on about 13 minutes here. That's getting a little long for me. I will be adding some more blends to that, by the way, too, because, well, I recently purchased some tobacco from, I think it's pipesandcigars.com. Found them great, great website. I thought they were fairly priced, and they've got some sampler packages that were pretty cheap. I've never heard of these before, so if you have, let me know if you've tried any. But I got some, I think it's called Go Bra sampler package, and one was Go Bra Irish whiskey, one was Irish cream, and then the other one was Go Bra Irish apple cobbler. So I'm really looking forward to those three blends, and along with it, because I've heard so much about Sir Walter Raleigh, I got some, but I didn't get the original. I got the aromatic because why? I'm a dessert guy. And anyway, I'm really looking forward to those four blends. I think they shipped yesterday, so hopefully I can critique some of those for you. Once again, I don't have the palate or nostrils you guys got, so don't take it to the bank in Denver when I do. Why is it always don't take it to the bank in Denver? I got to look that up. There's got to be some sort of thing with that. I mean, why not the Bank of Paskiki or what do they call that town? Somebody from back east helped me out on that a little bit. Or, I don't know. Why not Miami? I don't know. If anybody knows, leave a comment once again. And, yeah. Well, there's my pipes. I will maybe zoom in on a picture of that here before we leave. And there's my tobacco in my cellar. And obviously, they're not on a cellar. I just call it my cellar because, well, they're below my pipes, lower than my pipes. So, yeah, there you have it. I think I've rambled on enough about, well, once again, something I absolutely know nothing about, but I think I am learning. So I hope I am because I'm trying. So anyway, with that, I'm going to bid you hasta luego with the tip of the haberdashery, and I'm going to catch you in the next one. Have a good day. All right. I'm a moron, and well, a greenhorn, obviously. There's something I want you guys to do. I want you to leave a comment, your top 5 favorite blends, either of all time or what your 5 favorite are right now. Because I forgot, I wanted to tell you mine, and you can rip me apart all you want. But here we go. Number 1, Briarworks Cherry Cobblers. Yeah, my mouth's watering just talking about it. Number 2, yes, 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 Captain Black. Why? Well, because I love it, and it's a friggin' schooner on the package. Number 3, well, we got to go with the cobblestone hot chocolate. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Once again, very, very tasty. Number 4, the I think it was called. He called it the autumn summer blend or the summer autumn blend, and it's got autumn evening and a couple other things in it. I think some apple orchard. The third one escapes me. Sorry, Flat Cap Piper, but I received it from Flat Cap Piper, and that's number 4. So yeah. And last but not least, that horse with wings. He doesn't have wings in the book, but you know what I'm talking about. Pegasus, right, right, Pegasus. And that's just right now. Like I said, I haven't been around the block as many times as you guys have. Greenhorn. Let me know what your top 5 are. Once again, hasta luego. Catch you in the next one.